What's good, man? Y'all know what it is, boy. It's your nigga Tess, man. It's my nigga Vic, man. Enlightened Society. You know what I'm saying? Number real life shit, man.
I know the vibes. I know the vibes.
Giving y'all real life information, man. Vital information for y'all to carry out y'all days to the best of y'all ability. You feel me?
Sure.
That's what we rocking like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure,
we one man short, but you know what I'm saying? The show must go on, you feel me? My nigga 5 gonna pull up though, you know what I'm saying? If not, we gonna rock out for our nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You dig.
So what's good, man? What's up with you, boy?
Hey, man.
That gym shit?
Yeah, man. Man, I was sick for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
I was out of commission. I thought I had COVID. I got them results back, talking about somebody that was shaking in their boots. Man, I got them results. That shit said negative. I said, oh, I got a common cold. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't never been so excited about a goddamn cold. But yeah, man, so I've been out of commission, but you know what I'm saying?
That's a blessing. That's a blessing on you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all make sure y'all take care of yourself, wash your hands, and, you know, do what y'all gotta do to, you know what I'm saying, keep your health up the park, because that's very important, you know what I'm saying, as far as taking care of yourself. So, let's get to it. So, we wanna tap into this topic that we have today, and that we feel as though is very vital. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna throw it out there, and we're gonna speak on it. And that's how we just gonna rock out for the day. So, what I got on the topic for the day is how to be selfless without being selfish. And how we gonna go about that? You wanna take that, Snoop?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Me and my man was just tapping on this before we even press record. So, you know, me from my experiences, what I've been through, I look at the selfless and selfishness as overall as time. You know what I mean? It's all about what you give, you know what I'm saying, and what not to give. Mm-hmm. When to give it. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit matters. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking your time to give time to somebody else, that's selflessness all within itself. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So the thing is with, all right, I'm an elevated thinker. I would at least like to say that I am. I practice things of elevation with the mind, so I am very much so an elevated thinker. Okay. The norm, you know what I'm saying, the normal people that's fixated with the media, the regular TVs, and what they see, they look at selfless and selfish a different way than I do. Like I said, I translate that as time. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you give and when to give it. The regulars, I call them regulars, norms, basics. They look at selfishness as a whole negative. For those that really understand, you have to be selfish with yourself out here in this world. You can care so much to where you forget to be selfish because you're being so selfless. That shit is draining. I don't care how you put it. I don't care how much good shit you claim that you're doing out here in this world. I wouldn't give a damn, bro. That shit gets draining. And when you have no real outlet, no real supporting cast, no real support system to be able to give you that back, or the people that you're being selfless towards are not reciprocating that same selflessness to you to some degree, you have to be selfish enough to give time back to yourself. You have to love yourself. Selfish is, at the end of the day, is all about taking time to love yourself, man. Like, people look at that shit and manipulate you into thinking that you are being selfish in the bad light when you break off or you take time to, you know what I'm saying, reset your mind and shit, because they are wanting to be more in control of what you are, as opposed to letting you be what you are. When they first met you, they are allowing you to be what you are because they're seeing everything for what it's worth. Mm-hmm. After a while, they get comfortable, and then they go to say the same way that you operated in the beginning aren't the right ways to operate. Why? Because they're not comfortable with themselves. You cannot. One thing you cannot do, I've done it a lot. Don't cater to those that don't understand what you're doing. Don't cater to those that have no real grasp on elevation and ways to gain peace and solitude without them. So a lot of people feel like you have to have someone around in order to have peace. When you love yourself and you give to yourself and you're being selfish with yourself, you understand that you have to take these type of measures in order for you to be able to continuously give. Mm-hmm. Most people just don't get that. So just like my man was saying, we were speaking on earlier, what the normal view as a complex problem, which how he asked it, it will come off complex as hell. Because you're just thinking too much into it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all the time. It really is. Because that's one thing you cannot get back. Trust me. I'm just glad that I still got my youth in me to where I still can move around and rock out with no regrets of my past. I just know that I'm going to do my best to have a better future. And ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? When you want to be great, you want to exercise greatness, you have to practice greatness. You gotta walk through that same fire. You gotta be tested. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I say my name is Test. Because this is what we go through every day. You test it every day. You test it from the time you wake up. Do you want to continuously be on this type of shit? Or you gonna be lazy and procrastinate? You know what I'm saying? I fall in the lines of all of those. I wake up and want to be great as fuck sometimes, and then I have days when I'm just flat out lazy. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But for what the topic that's at hand, it's all about time. You know what I'm saying? Be as selfish as you can with your time, because you don't want to regret putting any type of energy into somebody and you have to feel as if it wasn't of value. That's not what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on it thus far. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting my man take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all his input. You feel me?
Alright. Well, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to, speaking on that topic in detail, I feel like it's very important for people to understand that, when you selfless, you give to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, breaking it down, being selfless is helping someone, giving more of yourself to someone, creating time for someone, energy to help someone in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
And, when it comes to being, and it all goes hand in hand with being selfish. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being selfish, you want to be about you. You're all about you. Now, to find that equal balance between both of them, I feel like you need to understand how to create boundaries within yourself. And I feel like that's what ultimately sets the balance between both of them, because I feel as though you don't want to carry yourself as a person that's overly selfish. And I feel as though, like, you don't also want to carry yourself as the same type of person that's overly selfless, because you will always give people opportunities to use you in any way, shape, or form. And, the more, and especially in the vicious world that we live in, if you're a completely selfless individual, you will easily be taken advantage of. So, you know what I'm saying? You always have to create boundaries within yourself. But understanding the value of both of them will create so much value within your life just as a person, is because, you're in a realm of being with, you're in a realm of, always having to be in positions of taking care of yourself, along with, living life as an uphill battle. Like, like, we live in a vicious world where, there's not a lot of people that's going to respect you. There's not a lot of people that's going to, understand your boundaries that you have within yourself. But as long as you truly understand your boundaries and you understand who you are as a person, you should understand, like, how you should operate. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though, with both of them going such hand in hand, I feel as though, you have to have enough respect for yourself to understand the two. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what another person, with their perspective of selfish and selfless means, but, what does that mean to you, and how do you respect those boundaries within the same realm of carrying those? Because there's difference. Like, just like, my guy Tess was speaking on, like, the way that another person would think about being selfish and being selfless will be a whole different meaning to someone else. But having that same exact understanding of boundaries and balance within the two would set the ultimate difference between somebody really understanding where you're coming from versus somebody that just wants to continue to be selfish and only analyze what they can get out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And with being selfless, there's nothing wrong with being continuously selfless. You get your blessings and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get everything. You have your full circle of good karma that comes back. But more than likely, before that karma comes back, you get drained a lot quicker than you get your blessings. So what I be saying is, don't be a pain fruit. Know when to stop. Because even though you stop, you did your part. You will gain whatever there is to gain. You might not gain it from them. You know what I'm saying? You know how the circle of karma works. Everything takes time. You feel me?
Exactly.
So do your job, but don't overdo it to where you burnt yourself out. Just like my man was saying, nothing's wrong with it. Just put a cap on that shit. Know how much you can give. Understand how much you want to give, and if you don't see any progress coming from that point forward, then it may be best for you to take your ass somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to guard your peace. You know what I'm saying? You have to guard your sanity. All of that, all in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? So, just like my brother was saying, it's just all about having a great balance with it. And understanding how much you tolerate along the way. Because we can't let the normal thinkers, we can't cater to that. It's gonna set us back. We're not gonna do anything. The only thing we're gonna do is appreciate. Because we're trying to elevate. And the only way we elevate is by teaching those that's with us and hoping they apply it. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what's going on, then we have to continuously move forward. No harm, no foul.
Right.
It's just all about growth, you know what I'm saying? So the question that we had was understanding or balancing selfish and selfless.
Within self.
And towards others though, because
outward, inwardly and outwardly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
how do you?
They will take like getting at is
the concept of that.
Yeah, most people will take it as usage as opposed to understanding that we are trying to help them get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You know how life is. They will suck it up out you.
Being used.
Like how do you find the equal balance of being selfless and not being selfish? Like how do you find that equal balance? But you don't want to overly be selfless because that's how you would easily get taken advantage of.
Right.
But you don't want to be overly selfish because you know what I'm saying. You know you're going to be your mind is going to be stuck on just me. Like you get what I'm saying. So that's just pertaining to situations, relationships, how you deal with people, how you move through life in general. So you know what I'm saying.
So the question is, how do you find that balance?
Between the two.
Between the two.
Yes.
It's definitely trial and error. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely trial and error because you don't know anything unless you try it. Like somebody could tell you something and you can grasp the concept. There's people that are good at that. You know what I'm saying? That they can just hear the information and go without any type of real true experience. You know what I'm saying? But what it really boils down to is you actually putting yourself out there. Just like, using science class, it's like, they're going to tell you how to do X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. We could break down dissecting. Like, you could show you a book, but not what they did. They brought actual dead frogs in the classroom and made you
apply it.
Right,
exactly. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Because you got to understand it. And then you've seen the people that might have been A students in the paperwork, in the bookwork aspect, when physical, they like, I can't stomach that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same thing, even though it's not the same content.
I get what you're saying.
It applies because it's like me, for example, like you could, like I'm a brainiac, like I'm a sponge. Anything you tell me, but it's not gonna actually really make sense to me unless I've applied it.
Right, exactly.
So it's like I'm not gonna, as much as I can. You could tell me something and I can repeat it to you damn near verbatim. You know what I'm saying? And even like break it down to you in a way where like, okay, I explained something to him, he explained it back to me in a way that he understands what I'm saying. But I really don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm being honest, I don't know.
Right.
Because I have to actually do it too. That's why, how we were saying in the last episode, as far as like being confident in who we are in our experiences and what we provide and what we're willing to provide. Like me personally, I was speaking from my level of confidence in what I've been through and how I say I could provide information is because I know I've been through so many things and persevered through where I've seen a lot of people, that had been through similar things and had not.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They tapped out.
Straight out.
And if you looking at situations, like I came up from a society perspective, not a bad household. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know my real dad, but I had a stepdad and he was there from the beginning, from what I remember, right?
Right.
But My household wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad either.
Right.
So like from the outside looking in, people are like, oh, he got it good, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So somebody like me naturally versus somebody that, maybe a single parent home, you know what I'm saying? Low income housing, running around, you know what I'm saying? Getting in the game, being outside early at a young, and I was doing all these things too. I just didn't have those similar circumstances, right? I was outside early, da da da. Those people that had those circumstances different than mine would look at me like, oh, he's soft, or he, you know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. Meanwhile, going through the same situations, growing up, and I'm good. I done been in the system. I'm getting my head in the books. I'm learning about who I am as a person. I'm elevating from psychology, just regular knowledge, learning about my history as a black man. All at the same time, melanated man. And these same people that were supposed to be tougher than me, harder than me, they on drugs. They can't handle. They can't handle the handle for it. You know what I'm saying? They can't walk the walk like they was acting like. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody, but I just know that from my experiences, like I've overcome so much that like I'm not gonna do nothing but good. I have nothing but good to give back. Right. That's all I want to do because I've already been through. Like this is basically people that have messed up, fucked up, however you want to paint the picture, and it's here like, yo, like, you ain't gotta go through those things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
giving you what you need to not go through that shit.
Facts.
And this is about being selfless. If we're giving you this shit,
there
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's free game. This is selflessness all within itself right here. Like, you cannot refute that.
And we are all in the space right now in our lives because I know that we have every right to be selfish. Right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our time to be...
That nigga just said some shit.
Our time to be selfish.
That nigga just said some shit.
Like, fuck everything. Like, it's my time to
What I just said, bro.
I ain't gotta do this. I don't gotta do this. Like, I could eat and live comfortably in so many other ways because I figured shit out. Right,
you know exactly.
But y'all matter though, so we trying to help y'all figure this shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what my man saying at the end of the day is that selfishness, it comes through experience for you to figure out the balance. You know what I'm saying? Well, from what my nigga thought was that, is that what you're getting at? So it's experience driven as well. You know what I'm saying? We gave it to y'all the ways we gave it to you. You just let y'all know at the end of the day, you're not gonna really know this shit unless you go through it. Right. You're not gonna even know it. You know what I'm saying? Until you realize when you take the time to love yourself, you will know to be selfish and selfless. You'll know the times when to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna know when shit gonna click in your brain like I'm draining myself or I seen this type of movie before. I need to fall back. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta take the time to recollect what you've already been through in life, and you will know when to be selfless and selfish. You know what I'm saying? If you're at our age, anything 30 and up, you pretty much know what the fuck is going on.
Listen, I came late, as y'all know. As a senior. I'm on the way here, right? And I'm just like, it's crazy that like life makes so much sense, right? Like in that moment, like I was like, right now, life makes so much sense in a way where like I knew what I was coming to do, and we've been talking about this for such a long time, and you know, you had certain qualities about you, and it's like, here we are, we're really doing this for real, like, it's I feel like reborn, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, and that's how I'm trying to come, like, I'm trying to learn.
We unlearning everybody as we're unlearning shit, just like we're telling y'all how to unlearn shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that we got this shit figured out. Like this is real talk. Like we don't.
For sure.
We've been through enough though to try to keep y'all from going through some of the shit that we've been through.
Right. That's really what I'm. That's He hit on the head. That's in closing what I was basically saying.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You see how this shit works? We just compliment each other because it's pure, it's genuine.
Right.
When it's genuine like this, we're gonna all get to the same fucking message. My nigga, like, I'm from something different, bro from something different, you from something different, but we have the same common denomination with this end result. Feel what I'm saying? See, this is what we're exercising. And that's none of this shit is scripted or anything. We are just connected like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about just linking with the right brothers and doing what we do. Cause me and Vic was just talking before we cut the camera on. My nigga was like, yo, me and Five were talking about how we need to get brothers together. And I'm like, I feel that, fuck people, because at the end of the day, they want to try to implement their shit on what we doing. You They're not trying to listen to what we have going on. You know what I'm saying? People want to try to override with their shit and make their shit law. You know what I'm saying? And what we have going on, this is cohesive. Everybody's with each other.
Right.
And I'm telling my nigga, I'm not gonna deal with you extra motherfuckers. Y'all might be great and I ain't taking nothing from nobody. But y'all game plan is yours, this is ours. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to impose nothing on nobody. We're trying to drop jewels only. It's only for y'all to pick them bitches up and use them motherfuckers right and use them sparingly, however you decide to use them. But one thing y'all gonna be able to, one thing y'all will not be able to do is say that we're not trying to help y'all. At the end of the day, y'all will never be able to take that shit from us. You know what I'm saying? So nothing against people that's trying to help. When they do come along, we just started. But if you trying to just implement your shit over our shit, you dead. Just this shit is dead off the rip. Tell me right now. I'm gonna be the first nigga to say something. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love over here, man. Like it's all love. You feel me? And I love people, but I don't love dealing with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? People's ulterior motives and energies be fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't have no time for y'all to be playing the part momentarily for me to figure out you lame as hell on the back end. I'm gonna be hella mad. So you know what I'm saying? I understand that it's each one teach one, but we just need y'all to listen to us and figure that shit out right now.
Right.
Y'all to come in when y'all come in. You feel me? But yeah, bro, we just want everybody to grow. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to take nothing from nobody. And like my man said, we ain't no better than nobody, bro. We're not. Humble individuals that just want to watch everybody win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's really, that's what it is.
The way that people gonna understand basically what my brother was saying is from the perspective of he talk how he talk, I talk how I talk, they talk how he talk. So y'all can understand it's not, don't take the tone or certain verbiage out of line of what the purpose and the point of what the statement is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Really what it's about is improvement of oneself.
Exactly.
And I'm telling y'all shit, the world ain't gonna tell y'all. The world will chew you up and spit your ass out, ain't gonna think nothing else about you. My nigga, you will turn into an addict, the world don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be y'all game. You know what I'm saying? This is the warning before the storm, the calm before the storm.
Yeah,
I help me out. Yeah. I ain't got it all figured out, you feel me? But that's what it is though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't gotta take nothing that we saying. I know I'm dropping my jewels, I'm planting these seeds for y'all. If you water them, that's on y'all. If not, hey, at least we did what we could do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You feel me?
It's all our objective to water our own garden. You know what I'm saying? And you know what we try to bring to the table for all people is something different that a lot of people, we feel as though like a lot of people don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really up to y'all discretion on whether it is that y'all want to take it or not. Y'all can look at us like we just three, you know, men up here that don't know what we talking about, what we think that we know everything.
We men know.
We don't. We just, you know.
You know, boys up here.
We're just a different breed, and it's not really the speaking the aspect of boosting our image or anything like that, but it's just like, you know, just speaking on myself as an individual. I've been through a lot of things. I've been raised, you know what I'm saying, in a you know, within my own establishment, whatever the case is, and I ain't cry. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't look for no handout. Like, you know what I'm saying, everything I built, you know what I'm saying, for myself, I build it off of the strength of myself. Decisions, the actions, the time I poured into myself, and this is why I operate the way that I do. This is why he operates the way that he do, and this is why, you know, my man Tess, along with Five, like we all operate alike, but in such a different, discreet way that, you know what I'm saying, just us three being in the same room, the energy is through the roof, and it's organic. It ain't nothing in practice. It ain't no like we try to sound like we speaking on something, because like, you know what I'm saying, you know, as the time go on, as the episodes go on, we're gonna just keep going, pouring into y'all, and whether y'all wanna, you know, accept them blessings or not, you know what I'm saying, they just gonna keep on coming, and the real gonna gravitate. And as long as, you know, overall, we know we do our part with, you know what I'm saying, giving, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's up to y'all, you know what I'm saying, what y'all really want to do with it. Like, you know what I'm saying, overall more than anything, because each episode that you watch, there will be jewels. Each episode that you watch, you gonna feel the energy. You gonna feel it, and it's gonna continue to keep on rising. You get what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Like right now, y'all might think we just blowing smoke. We just, you know, like you gonna hear good shit, but like
it's gonna get real.
Yeah, like you gotta apply, like, cause like right now, like I can tell you stuff that I know. He can tell you stuff that he knows. He can tell you stuff, and this is just about specific ways to make money, ways to, you know, different, just thinking for you to think outside the box, because obviously everybody don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get something, but the things that we've been talking about have nothing to do with money.
It had nothing.
Exactly.
I'm so glad you said that, bro.
Exactly.
Like, we're not materialistic beings, bro. Like, we might look a certain way. Y'all gonna look at us and think that we may have it all figured out or have everything. We don't, nah, bro. We don't care about it. What the thing is, we don't care about the shit that we do.
Let me hold.
Go ahead, though. Do that.
Don't forget what you're gonna say. It's basically like this. Like, I got $1 million game. I could be a millionaire, but at the end of the day, everybody around me gotta have the same mindset.
Exactly.
I'm just getting around the type of people that have the same exact mindset as me. So it's like, if I was a selfish, like we're talking about selfish.
I'm glad you went back to that.
Right?
I'm glad you went back to that.
Because if I was a selfish person through and through, I could have had $1 million on my own terms. If I was like trying to turn up, fuck everybody around me. I'm the kind of person that if I figure out $1 million play, I'm already not gonna be a millionaire because I'm busting it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's how if we talking numbers,
right?
Now, right? Because if it's 3 or 4 people, we got $250,000. You know what I'm saying? 350. You know what I mean? Like,
but we still accumulate to being a millionaire.
We all gonna be. Everybody's gonna be millionaires.
That's what my man's getting at.
Right.
It's not gonna be no one trick pony or one horse at the top of the stable, my nigga. Everybody's gonna be there.
And I can teach you how to do the same. We can teach you how to do the same thing, and it's not.
We don't mind giving y'all the game though.
Right.
And it's like it's up to you if you want to be the millionaire on your own or build your team of millionaires.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
That's just really the point that
Yeah.
I was really trying to make. Like,
Right.
I've gone through moments in my life where like, damn, I could really be doing this, that, and the third. And everybody has the woulda, coulda. It's not woulda, coulda. It's really like, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Because it's a difference. Whereas like certain people don't get opportunities like that.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like I have gotten many opportunities.
But you know why you got them opportunities, bro?
Why is that?
Because you're able to acknowledge when you be fucking up and shit. Like the people that don't get them opportunities on some gangster shit.
That's real.
There's people that will sit and bask in denial, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
Like if you're able to fuck up, look in the mirror and acknowledge that you fucked up, mentally tell yourself that you fucked up, alright, what I need to do to woo woo woo,
Right.
you will bring that opportunity back to you.
Exactly.
So
You attract that opportunity.
You can get as many chances in life as you want. It takes you to be able to acknowledge when you fucking up.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that shit.
A lot of people can't do that.
They say opportunities come far in between. You know why? It's because people don't fess up to what they be doing when they fuck up.
Yeah.
You can get as many opportunities as you want. They might be a little bit harder, but if you can sit and acknowledge, like we're saying, the first step to recovery is admitting.
Yeah.
If you can admit some shit, you're opening that lane for the opportunity to come back.
Yeah.
So like you
Exactly.
said, I've done it a million times, bro.
Right.
I run into every good bitch after good bitch after, I mean, you know, not bitch woman, whatever, you feel me? I just talk like this. Fuck y'all if y'all don't like
Right,
it.
it's
You know what I'm saying, for real? But yeah, my nigga, like, I run into good woman after good woman, bro. It is only because I acknowledge when I be fucking up.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
Exactly.
that doesn't mean that even when I do run into what I perceive as a good woman, hold on, what I perceive as a good woman, they end up doing what they do, but it's what I see as a good woman.
Right.
Because I see the potential in that woman that could be that good woman.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I get those opportunities for that to come back. It's just that things pan out how they pan out. Maybe it's because of what they have going on, or I may play that wrong in another aspect.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I know and I recognize and I identify when I get those opportunities. So for me, to people that's in the masses, don't think these are, you get 1 or 2 opportunities. You get as many as you can acknowledge when you fuck up type of opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you get, because you doing real nigga shit. Real individuals. I'm trying to change up a lot of talking that I do, you feel me? So real individuals will sit there and keep game and understand where they be messing up at.
Yeah.
That comes from being a realistic person.
Yeah. Yeah, and that sets the overall tone of just the way your life carry out,
Facts.
you know, overall in general. And I feel
Exactly.
like
In general, bro.
Yeah, in general.
That's how
Overall
you
in
win. You
general.
have to be in general with this
For
shit.
sure.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
No, because like,
I'm glad you said that though, because we gotta digest this shit.
I went somewhere.
Go ahead.
You went somewhere?
Listen, bro. Because I was like, what am I going to tell? In my mind, I was like, what am I going to tell the people? Like,
I keep that.
Off what you were saying.
I keep that. So what we're saying is, even though the selfish and selflessness is in a full effect, even though we exercise the way we do in our mind frame, it's still imperative. See, I just switched that up. It's imperative that those that are in our environment understand that. That's the only way that selfish and selflessness can actually work the way we need it to. Mm-hmm. It has to be a well-rounded understanding. So if the opposite side, male or female, homeboy, female relationship, whatever, if they are not understanding that, it's best for us that really understand to either try once or twice or break off from that shit. And not break off as in cut them off completely. That space just has to be made. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the other side has to be considerate of what's going on. Because if they're selfish in a negative way to what's going on, they're not even hearing what you're talking about.
Right.
So it's still the other side of the coin. It still has to, you know what I'm saying, one watch the other, both watch the face, because without the other side being considerate of what we're talking about, it's dead on their end. We're gonna keep this shit going. We just gonna break that off until y'all figure it out. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? So it's all about both sides. Am I correct though?
Yeah.
Because we can explain what we're talking about, but if they ain't ingesting it and really feeling what we're saying, bro, what are we really
But not even just only about just digesting it, but it's also applying it and figuring out, you know what I'm saying, what you can do to get your mindset up to part where it needs to be. Because just like how I be on Instagram, and you come across that video that strikes that nerve within you, where it's just like, it's so knowledgeable, and it's just like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying, that's some real shit right there. But it's just like, how do you pass that point when you see that video? How do you digest that and have the full understanding? Like when they speak of, like, let's say we come across a video on Instagram and it's speaking about manifestation, right? And the script of what it is that they're saying, it strike the nerve, you can relate to it, whatever the case may be. But what's that next? Like, what is manifestation broken down into parts? Like, you get what I'm saying?
I got you. For those that are less knowledgeable of the word manifestation, if it strikes a nerve and it moves you to where you get the chills and all that shit, best thing for those individuals to do is look up the word manifestation, understand what it means and how to practice it. Go through YouTube, let some people show you. Like you were just saying, I was saying, some people have to be shown it, some people be told it. So you're told it. If you're not grasping what's told to you, you look it up. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Understand what the definition is. Actually be able to say the word, put it in sentence form, just like you spelling it, or just like regular vocabulary in school. You feel me? But then applying it.
Right, exactly.
Watching it work for you. See, the problem is with people is they're trying to practice manifestation and things are supposed to happen overnight, bro.
Exactly.
This shit is a process. You gotta wait for this shit to materialize still. See, they be thinking that we got it figured out. We do have it figured out to an extent. Because we know things take time.
Right, exactly.
Patience.
Right.
Most people want it to happen right then.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, I think that just real quick, that's how it be. Like, we're not saying that when I say I get it, and when you say you got to figure it out, whatever. It's more so the understanding of what it takes to be successful.
Exactly.
We're not saying that we won. But once you figure it out, you feel like you won. You know what I'm saying?
No, you did. You just have to practice it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. You really did win. Right. That's why they say in G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle, but you don't win until you apply it.
Yeah, no, real shit. And that's what it is. Real
shit.
No, but come on.
What's up with it? What's up?
Yeah. No, but real though. No, but real shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is having the battle.
Hey, G.I. Joe, y'all got us fucked up. Y'all need to tell us the other half of the battle, nigga. Straight up.
Exactly. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad, that's why I'm glad you broke it down like that.
What you mean? What you mean? You feel me? Like, yeah, but and they tell you it's half.
Yeah, it is though.
But you know what nobody asks? What the fuck is the other half of that?
Exactly, but the other half
is put it to work.
Yes. That's and you know what I'm saying?
Even the Bible, it's like, regardless of what you believe, it's like the Bible has a lot of
parables.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that in there. It's a lot of it's a lot of knowing is half the battle. And then another half is like it's up to the reader to comprehend it properly.
It is.
That's why you got a lot of false preachers. You got a lot of people that what the Bible's really talking about.
They know how to win. They know how to win off of the weak mind and the vulnerable. That's all religion is a business.
The vulnerable, they be like, so the other half, and then anybody that sees that you are weak and trying to, okay, I could tell this nigga anything.
That's what they spoon feed him and had a carrot in front of the donkey type shit. You ain't never biting it.
Right.
But they just,
Right.
What?
Exactly.
Geico commercial, nigga. Oh God, nigga.
Exactly.
Gotta be quicker than that, bro.
You can hear all the information in the world, everything can sound good, but if you are not willing to put it in that work, only
to see if they full of shit or not, you're not gonna never know.
Exactly. You're only just gonna meet to the halfway point, and then there's just gonna be a wall there.
That's the half of the battle. That's the half.
And there's gonna be a wall.
You're only right here. Are you gonna go through this wall now by experiencing shit so you can really know what's up? Or are you just gonna be the nigga that knows some shit so you can just tell everybody some shit?
Yeah, and that sets the difference too, because you got exactly. You got a lot of people that will read scriptures and analyze and study just to sound like somebody.
Bro,
but if you're not really doing the work,
bro, it's called the exterior. There's a lot of people that's gonna exercise the exterior and never work on what's in them, bro.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. We're making you look in you first.
Yeah, exactly.
We're making you look into that real shit that you know when you can't sleep at night type of shit. We know, we talking about that shit. That shit that's in that closet that you scared to bring out or whatever that's hindering you from, we're bringing out that shit. You know what I'm saying? That closet that you didn't get somebody that's keeping you from being successful, we're trying to bring out that shit.
Right.
So you can get where you're trying to go out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves to grow. And this is for the melanated too, first and foremost. Right. If you practice watching, whatever. This is for the melanated. I don't give a damn, nigga. I'm not even playing. Like,
Blessings to all, but
yeah, it's blessings to all, but it's the shit that's turning like me when we in the sun, nigga. That's what this shit for. You know what I'm saying? But any and everybody really can use it. But it's just our melanated color that's really against each other so much to where we're not really, we're not able to see the bigger picture because we just too much intertwined with fighting with each other as opposed to trying to band together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, I did say earlier, fuck everybody else, and I understand that y'all gonna try to use that against me, which I don't care. Because I know why I'm saying what I'm saying.
It's the Russell Westbrook of the clip. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a triple double some shit, but I'm getting rings though. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tarnishing no team though. I'm gonna let my niggas rock out because we really are here for everybody else. We're not even here for ourselves.
For the people.
We're not here for ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, boy, I know you all love, so I would never take my niggas shit no bad life. Niggas dead.
Basketball stage.
Yeah. I just want to be ignorant. I want to be ignorant too.
But all in all, though, we want to not even just us being on the way that we on. We want to also show people like something different because you know what I'm saying. I feel like in this generation that we live in, we lack being able to come together as strong-minded.
Go ahead. I'll jump in right
now. We lack that coming together as strong-minded people to build something massive. And we want this to show that, like, overall, that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing to come in the room together with brothers from different aspects of lives and value one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to be against one another. We don't need to talk down on one another. We don't need to continue to drag one another. Like,
respect our views, though. Respect each other's views.
For sure. For sure. Respect one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? This
ain't nothing like this, bro.
Real shit.
That's the point. The main, if not the main point, one of the top 3 to 5 main points of this whole situation from just the broadest angle is there is nothing like this. Like how you jumped in and said, you know, like most of the stuff that's out there for us to watch and pay attention to is really bullshit. And
exactly. All that it is.
It's cool to a degree, but like we saying, the point of this particular episode is the balance of 2 things. So we talking about balance, even if we're talking about specific things, we're talking about balance. Balance, you need this.
Discipline.
Ain't enough of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And regardless of if there is positive things out there, nothing against that, because we want to team up with all the positive people, but they're not doing it in a group setting. It's one individual.
Exactly, bro.
You know, and that's dope too, because I felt like I was gonna be that type of person. I am that type of person, but I'm not, because like going back to the whole money material shit. Like, I'm not gonna be the only person that has millions of dollars around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Greatness needs.
I want to be around people that got more than me.
Right. Oh, for sure.
And not even in the sense where like, oh, they already got more than me when I met them. And I'm not saying I want to meet those people too. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like the people I came up with Y'all could have it don't even
That shit don't
matter.
matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
I
it don't.
could have $5 million and you could have $8 million. You could have $12 million.
I'm glad that you got it.
You feel like I'm not
Exactly.
the person that's like, damn, how can I get? Inwardly, I'm competitive in the sense that like I'm gonna want more than you, but it's not in a way where there's any. It's just to go hard.
You know
Yeah, to bring out the greatness in yourself.
Yeah, it's not from a hateful place. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I play basketball. Like when I play basketball, like I see a lot. There's a lot of talent, especially nowadays. Like there's so many talented people out there. But if I'm on the court with you, like I'm in my mind, like fuck you. Like I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're probably way better than me, but not really. Like it's just. You might be more athletic than me.
You might have some intangible.
Right.
Yeah, there's certain things that you have over me.
Right,
In this
exactly.
moment, you're gonna get the best of me. But realistically, my point of view, you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going in life like this every time. You know what I'm saying? So even if we're together, it's like you saying some shit, you saying some shit. I'm like, damn, like I gotta say some shit. It's not hate. It's not. Oh, I'm trying to say the best shit. It's not. No thoughts like that. Are
You want to compliment what's going on.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
When I came and sat in here, my bad, real quick. When I came and sat in here, I'm like, damn, like.
These niggas already rock.
How I'm gonna jump in, but I'm like,
I got
take
you.
it easy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me just listen to, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Listen to what's going on.
Right.
Figure it
And I
out.
told him, I'm like, bro, if I'm coming out, we gotta go.
Right, exactly.
Like when I knocked on the door, I'm like, I heard your voice, and I'm like, the way you were talking, I'm like, damn, you doing it. And I'm like, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't have expected.
But what was I saying, like, bro? We gotta keep going. What I was saying,
Exactly.
we gotta go, bro.
But
You gonna pick up the pieces, nigga. Shit, nigga.
Everybody here.
And you did your thing, so nigga, what the fuck you mean?
You feel me? Like I forgot about that. Like,
And all in all,
remember.
and all in all, to always place yourself and to bounce off of what my guy Fry was speaking on, to bounce off what it is that he was saying, like all in all, you know, he's basically breaking down to y'all that he inspires, he puts himself in a situation where he inspires himself to be inspired. And like
it's the only way it's gonna get done.
Exactly, and I can completely understand where it is that he's coming from, is because when you place people in your life or put yourself in certain when you place people in your life or put yourself in certain situations that are better than who you are, when you're open-minded enough to be exposed to people or individuals who are better than who you are, that has a drive within you that inspires you to be like, you know what, I want to be better than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to compete, I don't have to hate, I don't have to, downsize them, but by me seeing that greatness right there in front of my face, that's pushing me to be even greater within myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about your perception on how you really take it. So like, you know what I'm saying? I can completely understand where you're coming from, because day in and day out, I always place myself either in situations or individuals where I can learn, gain, add more to self, and continue to grow, like day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? And, hand in hand, like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be better, continue to keep placing yourself around people who got more, or continue to keep placing your what you listen to, what you see, what you involve yourself in, and in the aspect of just always, being inspired. Because it's funny you say that, because, through my occupation, I delivered to mansions. Like, I'm talking about mansions, but built with just the woods, and I be so inspired by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, well, why you inspired? You'll never be able to get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
that's the greatest thing to hear. A bitch gonna tell me I'm never able to get something high, you going, oh, all right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's so wild that within this generation, we have this conditioned mindset to limit the ability of what we're really capable of doing. If you're gonna already come out your mouth, and if you don't understand the power of the tongue, it's easy for you to tell yourself that, hey, you know what, I'm not going to go to the gym. And not go to the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? And continue to not go to the gym. But just like that goes hand in hand with, like, you know what, I am going to go to the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Instagram. I see 5 of my homeboys. They going to the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing them always talk about working out. I want to go to the gym. So it's about really what you surround yourself about. Surround yourself in, you know what I'm saying, to keep yourself inspired, because every day is a challenge, and we all got the opportunity to, if you got a heartbeat, if you can utilize your fingers, if you got 2 feet, You know what I'm saying? You already got enough opportunity that a lot of people in this world don't have.
And what we're gonna tap into next week, since he just said that shit with the heartbeat shit, I'm already nipping in the bud right now. What you do frequently is your frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking, physically, all that. So since that's what we on, that's what we on when the next podcast drop.
Well, we about to bring
What
some
you do
energy.
frequently is your frequency. So if you think
This ain't no microwave shit,
Nice.
This ain't no. This ain't no. Listen, this ain't no microwave. No microwave.
Hey, I'm ready to turn up. Like I'm really ready to be on my
Hold on,
speaker.
Oh yeah, we gonna have to cut. We gonna have to cut.
Nah, we good right up, man. If it's on me, if that
Oh, that's the one. That's the one to rock out. That's the one to rock out. Y'all can hold this down and
You got slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got busted move. Well, I mean, that's the one. Go ahead.
I don't know what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
What did you just say? Frequency is what?
Oh, what you do frequently is your frequency.
For sure. And that's a major fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we on next week, because my niggas look like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yo, it was something that he said earlier. Right? I said, nigga, I'm waiting for your ass to post that shit on Facebook. Because I'm waiting to share it. He said, no, nigga, you can share it. I said, no, nigga, I'm waiting for your ass to post this.
I don't remember what I say, bro, because it be so pure, bro.
Yo, I'm just like
I be so like in my mode, and it be so genuine. So I don't mean, it just come out like that.
yeah, and that's always how it is. That's always
it is my purity though.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how that shit add up with me. Like I was saying the other day, you know, a nigga sauce just set up a little different, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. But we closing out?
That was on August 6th, nigga. Just had to show you that.
My nigga know when I said that. Nigga, my shit's archived. Nigga, y'all fucked up. I have a nigga ain't money number. Nigga, y'all crazy.
Don't get too lost in the sauce now, alright? You know what I'm saying?
This the game. This the game.
For sure.
Y'all get familiar, man. Y'all really need to get familiar with this shit, because it's about to get real
For
epic.
sure. So
Like for real. We ain't got no behind the scenes for y'all this time. You feel what I'm saying? We lit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my nigga 5 right here, you feel me?
You know what
My
I'm
nigga
saying?
Vic, you already know what it is.
You already
This
know.
is Enlightened Society. You already know this test.
Already know.
Sign out, man. You know, it's always love, you know what I mean?
For sure,
No matter
for
what you
sure.
do, always think positive, man. Be great in all aspects.
Continue to keep on pouring into yourself. Continue to keep working on yourself, man. And like, most importantly, like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
When watch the other both watch the face, man. Just keep that shit real.
You know what I'm saying? We coming strong, man, and it's gonna keep on growing and keep on growing. And we out.